Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Aurora Overwatch Clash Season 9 here. We have the playoff second game so far of the first round of play-ins for playoffs, and it's going to be the Savage Storm versus the Prague Plague. And we're coming into here, Li Jiang. Bands will be coming out here, Hazard and Bastion, with Mardox right now for the side of the Plague, finishing up a face game. So Mardox is not going to be in for this first map, which is going to be a little interesting. What are your thoughts coming into this, though, Nave?
Yeah, I think it's really unfortunate for the Plague, right? Marduk's their 4K player, right? Been star of the team, never want to have to bench that player, but unfortunately with him in Face It and them running out of time, they had 20 minutes to have like leeway for him to show up, and unfortunately he could not complete it in time, so they have to play map 1 without Marduk's, and it's just a big blow for the Plague.
For sure. Coming out here, we're seeing the comps. We're coming back to Night Market with the side of the Plague playing Orisa, Orime, Cass, Bab, Blue. Modoc started spectating. I think it's a little late though,
Yep.
because his lineup's already out. And then the other side here with the Storm, or the Plague is playing Ramsoj with a Sim TP. I'm wondering if they're going to keep that, or if they're just going to TP point right away and just playing for this impressive brawl. Potentially, is it going to be their win kind of just to make fights fast? But no, they're going to go to Vendetta.
Yeah, you see no TPs here. Dyer's actually going to start on the Orisa, which I think is interesting. Obviously, they know Nort likes to play a lot of the D.Va and the Ramatra, and they think the Orisa's good into that. And Dyer, of course, I think a lot of times doesn't even like taking the Ram duels.
Oh yeah, Nort walking up fast. We have the play. We're seeing the side of the Storm rotating off a coast. Play coming in. Dyer's going to get the first pick here onto Mistletoe. Coming in the brawl. Lamp is already out. Coming out. Annex 1 HP. Nort gets the lamp down. It's just going to be a scrappy fight. Nort 1 HP, no lamp, but Annex is going to be able to clean up on Dyer, and then we're going to be seeing Space Ape. Who is Space Ape? Sinemi being able to get Matt, and then we're seeing out Space Maker falling out at the end. With the first cap going for the side of the Plague.
Good recovery for the Plague there. Even Mistletoe getting picked off first, it didn't really phase them. They just kept it in. The engage from Annex on this Vendetta was really clean, and it's very interesting that there's of course they're playing the Vendetta when the Storm are not. So
Yeah, and Storm are going to get a good pick here onto Strudel, the flex support. It's just going to be a battle for time. How long can you stall on point? As we're seeing Dyer walking up already. Did see the swap to the Sig, and gonna go Annex getting rocked fast. Lamp is already out. Dyer 1 HP. This is good for them. Wall comes out by Pokemon guy. Annex still 1 HP. Nort 1 HP. Again, you're just down your kit. Dyer met, and they're gonna be cleaning up the point. But it is gonna cost them about 20% there for the stall. And Strudel actually being able to get the touch. We're gonna be going to 45% here for the point. I mean, that's not too bad of a stall while you lost your Curie. So
no, you definitely take that for Strudel dying first. Went about as well as it could have, but I like the swap here for Dyer going over to the Sigma. Just slows down the pace a little bit more. Early window here to stop the engage. Nort kind of split off.
oh yeah, brawling out. Window coming out fast by Yeetmeister trying to hold this space. High Noon comes out with the OC. But you're going to be able to see the window High Noon be able to get the pick here on this enemy. As the brawl's coming out, Annex stuck inside. Dyer 1 HP is going to be able to clean up. Nord is going to invest the Ramatra ult coming out here, trying to salvage the fight here while the Storm still have the point. But no, they're going to have to back off, and Mekkin's going to be able to clean up on Mistletoe, who's on point, and they're going to be able to hold their percentage here as Strudel's able to get out.
Yeah, and this is what the Sigma does so well. It holds this space. It makes it really hard for the Plague to close this distance and engage, right? The walls coming out from Pokemon Guy, and just the pressure from Met Dyer and Space Maker makes it so hard to close that distance. And we saw again there where another first pick goes in favor of the Storm.
Oh yeah, Kitsune coming out with Blizz right off the bat, but we see a good beat. Flux coming out. Flux does not hit anybody, unfortunately. Nord getting shielded off. And yeah, I mean, you're going to be seeing your kit coming out, but you're going to get 3 ults out of that. I mean, you got Flux, you got Mail, you got Beat coming out. Just for your kit. I mean, take that if you're happy, right? Because all you're going to be seeing coming up here is going to be another Window Noon while you have your Orbit.
You absolutely take that. It was actually looking pretty rough there. If the Storm had used their ults a little bit better, they would have had more coming into last fight, but instead, this Orbital Ray plus the Vendetta ult coming in here for the Plague might be able to turn it, give them some space to engage.
Yeah, Nort getting walled off early does not matter too much. Vendetta ult in the sky, half HP. The rock from Dyer! As Met and Pokemon Guy are going to clean up Strudel and Annex. And Mistletoe's going to fall next. What a rock from Dyer there, though. That was insane being able to hit the Vendetta in the sky. As Met's just going to Aura up front. And that's going to be actually pretty good. Once they recovered and captured the point, the Storm did not give it up at all after that. So I mean, looking pretty
Yeah.
strong.
Every single fight there, the Storm got first pick in every single one, and that's so hard for the Plague, right? Every single fight, fighting 4v5, you have to make some sort of play, and they just were unable to do so.
Oh yeah.
Coming into Control Center now, see if there's any swaps. I expect that the Plague might change up their strategy a little bit. We see Nort actually on the Orisa. I don't know if I like this, to be honest. It doesn't really offer anything into the Sigma that the Ram doesn't do, at least just as good. And you know, it kind of means that no shield means your team's going to take even more damage on the walk up.
For sure, but I think if you're going to stick to Vendetta, you have the Soj, you have the immense pressure on the corners as well, having slow as well, and just gold just to live the freeze for Mei. It could just be enough to stall out while Annex and Tsunemi are able to take this space fast with slows. But yeah, we're seeing here the Plague are able to take White Room pretty early out. Space Maker, you see Nort walking out to the side, being able to get some poke. Dire half HP already. But yeah, we're seeing the general fan out with the Plague holding the left side of the map, the inside, while on the coast you see the Storm with, you see Annex going in fast, being able to get met right away. The follow-up from Tsunemi. Mistletoe's using missiles to be able to clean up onto Hyper as well. This is going to be first fight looking good for Plague. Nort half HP though. Might not be able to get out, just need to clean up, as you do see the point actually be captured by the Storm here.
Yeah, it's a very uncharacteristic mistake there from Met and Hyper. They thought they had an opportunity to look for some aggressive play, but they instantly get punished by the Plague and Annex, right? They recognize that immediately, punishing the kill onto the Cassidy and the Lucio, and they get a nice first cap here, able to set up a strong choke. Annex, given time to set up, is going to be really hard to walk into.
Oh yeah, we're seeing Dire being able to take this space fast. Maywall does not hit, shield half HP. Dire does not have anything else to hope. A Pokemon guy being able to kill Tsunemi here very fast. Dire half HP, trying to look for this pick. Rock comes out, does miss, gives Suzu here by Strudel. Pokemon guy 1 HP, no block. Dire still 1. You're seeing Annex just swing, doing so much damage here. Onto Dire, trying to clean up, but no, Met's going to be able to clean up with 1, with 2, and Pokemon guy's going to be able to get Nord after that, and that's going to be clean up here for the Storm. When the Plague also invested their Kitsune Rush.
Yeah, unfortunate there for the Plague. Tsunemi dying first meant that Met had completely uncontested off-angle pressure, putting in so much damage in the side of that fight. And now they have so many ults to hold this space, this window, this blizzard, this high noon. It's so hard to walk into if you're the Plague here. We see Nor walk up, but I think he's gonna hit with something here.
For sure. I mean, you just have to look for a slow here with your Terror Surge to open this up. You're running into 4 ultimates. It's just gonna feel so rough. And Strudel's unfortunately going to be able to get headshotted here by Met, cleaning up the fight. Dire 1 HP. Rock does come out. Hands gets out with Lamp. Nort trying to just go in and make something happen. Annex investing the ultimate here. Looking for a big, does get Pokemon guy, which is pretty crucial if they could get out and live. But unfortunately, the flashbang from Met's going to be able to clean up. Dire 1 HP again. Very low consistently here. The Terror Surge being invested. Hyper 1 HP does get picked by, and this is going to be an opening here for the Plague walking up. Yeetmeister 1 HP and force the Lamp just to live. Uses the window. Is it going to be enough to live? Unfortunately not. I think Dire's the last one point, but you do get about 68%. It's only investing your window for the 2 ultimates here.
Yeah, but I think you would have liked if you're the Storm there to use a little bit more, right? You have the opportunity to use some of your ultimates, hold that space, but they just play a little bit too aggressive, I think. Hyper gets caught going too far forward and gives the opportunity for Annex to get that flank of a crucial first pick on the Pokemon guy. They still have tools to re-engage here, but walking this Orbital Array and, crucially, this Overclock from Tsunemi could cause problems.
Ainun comes out, Spear's already gone. Mech being able to clear the entire map so far. The pressure with Mistletoe split on point. The orbital comes out, does not orbit Jax. You see every ult coming out from the side of the Storm except for their Flux, as people are half HP. Tsunemi's going to fall first, next is Mistletoe. But Annex is going to be able to clean up onto Hyper, but Nort's going to be 1 HP. It's going to be hard for them to walk, especially at 70%. They need to get out fast. But no, they're going to invest the ult here, but they're not stabling. Oh, Nort 1 HP, not able to go in. Annex split now because Nort was unfortunately half, and that's most likely going to be to clean up his Met's going to be able to get Strudel after that, and Nort's going to fall, and that's going to be 80% here. As we're coming into potential last fight territory, I don't know, it is last fight. Nobody's going to be able to touch.
It's going to be so hard to touch here. No swaps for Strudel. I don't think anyone's going to be able to do so. Maybe Annex, but with everyone holding this choke, there's just no way anyone's going to be able to touch. Annex trying to go for it. I think he's going to get it, actually.
Get the touch. He's going to fall next. Venture going to be able to get the touch after that window comes out. Tsunemi 1, Mistletoe does get hit by the Flux, 1 HP does fall. But you see Tsunemi is going to be able to get Yeemeister here. It's potentially winnable, no, and
Who trades for Tsunemi?
unfortunately, ooh, North does fall, then Tsunemi, it's just going to be Strudel on point. And that's going to be a 2-0 Li Jiang for the side of the Storm.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an unlucky map there for the Plague in general. The first picks plagued them a lot. No pun not intended on the first round, and obviously with no Mardox in the lobby, that was going to be a tough one for them to win. So, but if you're the Storm, right, you'll take it. And a map win is a map win, and maybe you can start building some momentum going into map 2.
I completely agree with you, but who knows? Maybe the Mardox win buff coming off of the face of game is going to be strong enough. But what we do know for sure is we're going to take a short little break here, guys, as we wait to see the next stuff. Stay tuned, and we'll be back shortly. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Aurora Overwatch Clash Season 9 here with the Savage Storm versus the Prague Plague here with the Savage Storm winning map 1. But now we're going to be able to see Mardox in, which is going to be a completely not new look as, Mardox was just unfortunately gone for his face at last season, or at the start of the game. But bans coming out here, we have the Plague banning Mercy first, and then the Zarya being banned by the Storm, and we're coming out in Shambali. And with Mardox on tank, what are your thoughts coming out onto this?
Yeah, I actually don't think these bans make a lot of sense in my opinion. The Mercy ban, in some worlds, right, you're protecting support. I get it, but I feel like you would only want to protect support if you're going to put Mardox on one of those like carry supports like Baptiste that we've seen him play throughout the season. Instead, with the Zarya ban, they're just going to put Mardox on tank, which I think doesn't make a lot of sense. Nort doesn't really play Zarya, so like keeping Nort on tank here on the Ramatra would work totally fine for what the Plague want to do. But they go with this instead. We see Mardox on the Orisa. It could work, but once again, Dire on this Sigma might cause some problems.
Coming out here, you're seeing Tsunemi and Annex being able to hold a Potter here on the left side while everybody else is holding top right. Your typical hold here, you have like a Flex TV that's holding left. Dire trying to go inside of Pottery, but he's not going to be able to win this versus a Vendetta. But maybe with a Mei. But Strudel's going to be able to get the first pick of the map here, getting onto Met with Pokemon Guy going to half HP as well in the backline. We did see the Zen buff here going up to 30% as well. We'll be able to see Hyper playing out for that. But yeah, coming out here, Mardox half HP, being able to stable up as they're just going to be able to hold this, and they're actually going to go engage now with the Juno Ring. But no, they're gonna back up.
I'm intrigued to see how Annex is gonna do on this map. Into the Zen on the Discord, like lesser Vendetta players, I think would get caught by this Discord and punished. But we see him go here and get the kill on Met for the fight.
Met out of the lamp is very large. Dire's gonna fall down next. Mardox 1 HP. Okay, lamp almost or the Discord. Annex being able to clean up with Strudel getting the final damage here with Rail. With Tsunemi trying to go for the kill on the Hyper, but no, they're gonna back up at the stable. Yeah, the first minute's already gone, and we saw like, look at the ult charge here for the side of the Storm. There's not much to look at unless you're looking at Yeetmeister. They keep swapping their comp too. They're losing all their ult charge.
Yeah, they're really unsure what to play here. Not having speed, trying to take that high ground is pretty rough. Walking into that Vendetta, and really Mardox just holding the choke so hard. So I like to swap over the Juno, give yourself some engage potential. As we see Dire kind of making his way onto point, trying to force Card here a little bit.
That was actually a pretty good bait here from the side of the Storm, forcing Mardox to the top so he could take point. As now Mardox is to touch when he's by himself on the ground instead of all five. Window coming out from Yeetmeister fast. Tsunemi trying to live and Mardox trying to live. Being able to get the first pick here is actually Yeetmeister killing Annex, and then after that Tsunemi's going to fall. Mardox investing his Terra Surge is going to fall down to Met after that. Not what you're looking for to lose a defensive ult like that. Terra Surge, especially when you need to come to touch at the end here.
Yeah, I wonder if we see Mardox swap after that. I think I don't imagine he would use that, but maybe he's staying in the Orisa. Thought it was turnable. Certainly don't think so. Especially that well-placed window from Yeetmeister. I think that was a really good spot to punish Mardox contesting the objective. But we see Nort coming here with this Orbital Ray, Tsunemi coming in with this Kitsune Rush. Maybe I would re-engage, but Strudel's actually going to go first with the Overclock instead.
Yeah, Strudel opening up fast, trying to take this corner just to be able to shoot down the long range for the rest of Mardox and Strudel, while Annex is being able to control the left side here. But unfortunately, it didn't do too much, especially with Met coming in. Layering came out beneficial here for the Storm as Dire's able to clean up, and Mardox is going to get stunned in the backline, 1 HP out of the Ray. And that's going to be cleaned up. I would love to say, that was just good timing, you know? That was pretty good, just being able to use Ray as soon as you use Flux is really good at timing here, but Dire was able to clean up with a one-shot combo there, as now we're seeing the Storm capture the first point.
Yeah, and they got a lot of ultimates in the bank here. Pokemon Guy with his Blizzard is the one to look for. He might try to throw it on Annex when he goes in with the engage, maybe on Mardox after the gold is forced out, but definitely something that these Plague have to be very careful of, as well as Spacemaker's already up to his second amplification matrix of the map here. They might try to go early with that one, as they do here.
Oh, they're able to get past the window, and then the Blizz, the defensive Blizz is not going to be hit anyway. But Mardox is full split from his team. Going for the second Terra Surge. It is massive. Met 1 HP. Annex coming in next with the ult. Not totally necessarily, but Matt was able to clean up on Mardox. It's possibly winnable. But no, it's gonna, or at least this Plague won that fight. I mean, it was a little bit of investment. You invest 3 ults for the 2, but I mean, you came out on top, so.
Mardox with the sneaky Terror Surge in the back. I don't think that was the plan. He ended up dropping off, I think, out of being scared from the Blizzard, but the Storm must have forgotten about him completely because he comes behind, completely catching the Storm off guard, getting a 5-man Terror Surge, and effectively winning the fight there for the Plague. Met going in with this Artillery Barrage, not able to find anything, just forcing Tsunemi back a little bit. But so far, not too much with that all. Dire's built up another Flux here, and actually going with Hyper's Beam first.
That was a good wall and Ray combo here. Met being able to clean up on Nort, stuck behind the wall. As Strudel is now stuck behind too. He's going to get staggered if Strudel doesn't start doing anything. And it looks like he's slowly getting cleared out here by Met as we're giving
Bastion
space.
1v1.
It is a Bastion 1v1 happening in the bottom. Strudel 1 HP is going to lose to Met, but Met was at 100. Stabling coming out. Mardox is going to be able to get the pick on the Space Maker. I think you just leave honestly, I think you just leave Strudel there. Just keep an eye out. But Annex coming in using the spin. Ray coming out here from the side of Nort. Flux comes out. Nort should be able to fall. Looking for the fight. The good Suzu here by Tsunemi. Perfect Suzu here. Dire still able to get the pick, but we're seeing Mardox cleaning up on point. Pokemon guy's gone, and Nort's going to be able to clean up on Dire. What a great Suzu here by Tsunemi, though. Extending the time, making sure Dire falls apart. Especially missing the follow-up, but it looks like they need to stable as Mardox is going to get traded out. It is a 2v2 technically, or 3v2. Strudel does come back on Sombra. Minute left on the clock here, though, folks. Bastion and Blizz are the only ults coming online with the kit from the side of the Plague.
The Plague did a fantastic job of kiting that Flux splitting in 3 different directions, so Dire's only option was to hit one singular person with the Flux, and Tsunemi was right there with the Suzu to completely negate that entire ultimate. Dire swapping onto this Orisa here, as we've seen Met once again looking for the Artillery Barrage, just going to throw it down on Mardox. I don't think it's going to get too much value out of it.
Coming out here from the side of Tsunemi, the Blizz is going to be able to fully ISO it though. Mardox got frozen. Okay, the Suzu came out. Annex also frozen, being able to stable. Yeetmeister is going to be able to get the pick on the Strudel though in the back line. No more ults online except for the window, and the window is going to be very impressive. But no, Mardox is going to get the kill on the Pokemon guy. Mardox just need to stable now, and Annex need to live. It's still winnable. You just need to kill the Bastion form. Mardox needs to live. 4v4 coming out. Mardox has to touch. 1 HP. The Bastion form from Met coming in. Annex being able to mark that. Annex falling down to 1 HP versus the point. We have an isolated 2v2 on here. Mardox is winning though. Hyper be able to get the Juno ult coming out there. Mardox says kill Yeetmeister though. Everybody's 1 HP on this side of the Plague. But the ring comes out by Nord just in time. And Mardox being able to ult. With Dire falling down to half HP, just needs to be cleaned up as Mardox is going to get a nice Spirit Heart. Holy crap, what a fight here for the side of the Plague. Everybody's 1 HP permanently, but they're still able to come out on top with their positioning and probably their comms being able to make sure they're stable as well. That was a really good fight, actually. I'm not even lying to you.
Yeah, I cannot believe that the Plague were able to live through that. It was looking so dire there with the window coming out from the Storm. It felt like the Plague were completely stuck in a corner, and that once the Bastion was swinging with form, that was going to be the end of it. But they do a really good job of playing their cover, just living long enough for Nort to be able to get that beam. Strudel came back from spawn as well. They were just kiting just long enough. And Mardox, he saw an opportunity there, going after the Baptiste. He took it, got the pick, and it's exactly what the Plague needed to get a nice second point hold here.
Yeah, especially just being able to hold second there, like final fight, minute on the clock, like it was just do or die, and we saw the do for the side of the Plague. And I mean, it was just perfect, right? I mean, that's what you want to see when Mardox comes back in. Unfortunately, with the first map, it was a little bit rough. Like Mardox was being kind of Thanos with those spears, man. I'm not even lying to you, and that was really strong.
Yeah, and I bet the comms as well, right? Something we know Mardox is such a heavy commer in these matches, and especially the way that last fight went, you have to have some good comms to be able to live through that. And I have to imagine Mardox is a big part of it. As we see the attack coming out now, Strudel looking to play the Freya here. I think it would be interesting. We saw Strudel play a few different heroes on that defense, not really sticking to one thing. The Freya, maybe the option, but no, we'll just go back to the Sojourn instead. I like this as well. Just put down some of that long range pressure and need that hit to gain damage.
Oh yeah, coming out. Still seeing Dire here on the Sig versus Mardox being able to stick on the R. With the Zar ban, I mean, it really just reinforces Mardox being able to do whatever he wants, especially with somebody like Dire on tank who could play the Zari as well. Spear coming out, Pokemon guy does get hit by it, but this is going to stay while Mardox is going to take top. Pokemon guy, early form if anything, but Dire half HPs, they're just going to be able to take top now.
Yeah, early lamp already forced out from Space Maker, and Pokemon Guy actually gets caught because of it. Let's see if they can get any more kills on the rotate. Dyer is actually still pretty split. Arnix gets get rocked, but I think he's going to live through it. Dyer now falling really low. Hyper is going to get caught. Met is still stuck behind, so looks like they are going to clean up on everyone else here.
Oh yeah, Mardox being able to get Hyper and Space Maker, then Strudel being able to clean up on Met and Annex getting Dyer. Really good first fight. As we saw, the first minute here for the Storm, I think, was a hold, but now the first minute here for the Plague, they're already moving the cart to final fight at first point here with Mardox holding up close.
Yeah, Marduk's already 90% to this Terra Surge. He's probably going to be able to stop this engage, potentially trying to pull somebody away and stop the touch. We do see Pokemon Guy and Met in the window. They're looking to swing wide as soon as Dyer goes, but I imagine they might get caught here instead.
I mean, points walking, Dyer's half HP coming out, or just forcing up the point. Mardox, no more armor, forcing the gold out quick. Dyer's still staying point. Pokemon Guy, though, coming off on top of the ult. Mardox 1 HP, and the Terra Surge is not able to come off in time. His Pokemon Guy's going to clean up on Annex and Met getting another shot. Met getting 3, Met getting 4! Holy Met City here. Everybody but Annex just fell down to Met. Thanos, man. Thanos.
Kind of a disastrous fight there for the Plague. Mardox thought he was able to get a big Terra Surge, look for the aggression, but there was no Suzu there from Tsunami to keep him alive through that Terra Surge. Doesn't even get it off, and it's a 1-for-0 in terms of ults here for the Storm, coming into it 4 ults online, and a lot of really good defensive ones. They have the High Noon, they have the Window, they have the Aurora ult just to deny space and make it really hard for them to walk.
Oh yeah, but we're just going to have to see what the Plague are going to have to invest in here. Mardox walking out in the open space does get the lamp and window forced already. So I mean, you'll take that. But unfortunately, North falling down to 1 HP in the backline does get picked. Annex going in looking for the fight, as they're just going to be able to walk away from the Pokemon Guy for him.
Yeah, it's exactly what the Storm needed to do there, right? Use one ult, get the fight and win, get more time off the clock. And Met is actually kind of looking at his window, getting caught by Annex, goes down early. Huge first pick here for the Plague.
Oh yeah, Kipping and Vorst here by Tsunami, walking up a little bit early of a kid, fully kited here by the side of the Storm, but how they're going to be able to touch. The Flux comes out, unfortunately hits 0, as the Pokemon Guy investing the Bastion on Little. Dyer's going to fall down to Tsunami, as now it's just going to be cleanup as the cap, as well as Hyper was not able to touch in time. And I mean, for a kit that was pretty already kited and investing the 2 ults, it does feel a little rough, especially now you're running in face first into 4 ults here when there's only 1 fight left, potentially.
I mean, it's just hubris from Met there to think that he can take this angle against a Vendetta, against a Sojourn that wants to walk at him, and then he's going to be okay. They had all the defensive position they needed. He could have just stayed back, played his range. Instead, he goes up, gets punished for it, and they effectively lose the fight just from that. They still have some ultimates here to stabilize, is the good thing here for the Storm, but it's quickly coming up as last fight territory already, with still 2.5 minutes here to go on the attack.
Oh yeah, we're seeing Dyer going back to the Ori. We're seeing the Orbit Ranger go Mardox eats the Captive Sun and North Queen's up. And the High Noon is unfortunately Ajax, and okay, I mean. And Tsunami is having a control malfunction right now. I think his control button broke, but I mean, hey, that was really powerful of a map here for the side of the Plague. Like, you really showed what you could do, especially with this Mardox tank line coming off of winning and Face It. So, I mean, that was strong. What can I tell you?
Yeah, definitely a lot better look there for the Plague on map 2. Honestly, pretty dominant overall, especially we saw in these ultimate fights. When the fights broke down and got messy, it was always the Plague that were coming out on top. It's a really strong map too. Excited to see what the rest of the series has in store for us.
Oh yeah, speaking of rest of the series here, guys, we are going to a short break while we see what the side of the Storm want to do, if they want ban or map pick. But stay tuned, we'll be back shortly. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Aurora Overwatch Clash Season 9 here. Playoffs with the Savage Storm versus the Prague Plague. Scores right now 1-1 after a very dominant showing here from the Plague on Shambali after they had the unfortunate loss of Li Jiang on the first map. But yeah, we're coming out here. Nimbani bans were Winston and Ash, and we're gonna be seeing Marduk sticking on this tank roll versus Dire still in the other tank, and we're seeing Sigma on Nimbani defense.
Yeah, I honestly I don't really know what the plague or not the plague. I don't really know what the storm are doing with this one. Um, the bans are actually swapped on stream, so it's actually the storm that banned Ash. Yes, now we got it fixed, and the plague that banned Winston. This Ash ban to me doesn't really make a lot of sense. We saw that Annex play Vendetta exclusively on maps 1 and 2, as well as this backline for the plague been a problem on Juno and Kiriko. And to ban out this Ash that we know Strudel is just going to play Sojourn anyways, I think maybe it's a little bit of a misplay for the Storm, but maybe it works out for them. We see the Winston ban for the Plague, trying to protect Marlux's Diva here. As we do see Dire actually on the Sigma, probably projecting that Marlux is going to play this Diva, and maybe the Sigma is a good counter to that.
Oh yeah, first fight coming out, we're seeing the side of the Plague being able to take full coast. Annex sticking main, trying to swing out. Dire falling down to half HP already, just getting swung on. And he's given up high ground already, unfortunately, because the Vendetta spike. As now the, oh, Meg does get a headshot railgun to Annex, though. Gonna be the first pick of the map. As Mardox is trying to brawl, the Dire is gonna be able to mark out with the Sig. Mardox 1 HP is trying to get out. Dire is not able to get the confirm, unfortunately. As the side of the play are gonna have to stable after the first minute.
Yeah, really good job there by Met to get that first pick. Obviously, Mommy Issues on this Mercy going to be able to pocket Met with this blue beam, make that Sojourn so much more impactful than they normally are. Mardox gets rocked there by Dire and instantly out of mech.
Oh yeah, good rock here by Dire, but good punish as Mardox was a little bit too fast in as Annex wasn't able to go in yet, and also unfortunately just a little predictable pathing. But I mean, hey, Strudel does get the cleanup on Pokemon Guy before they get out. Strudel trying to live. Hey, Mommy Issues, both supports are down. Okay, wait, this is time for the, oh, unfortunately, North's gonna fall after that. I mean, Mommy Issues and Pokemon Guys should have enough time to get back in time, but Monarchs is gonna try his best to punish. Matt falling down to 1 HP is gonna be able to get out as Monarchs is at the stable. Rock does miss here from Dire. Monarchs going in, trying to brawl. 1 HP does not get to use the fly to get on the roof. As the Flux comes out, Baby Diva is gonna get Flux. 1 HP does live. Oh, Annex trying his best, does get rocked and cleaned up by Dire. I was wrong, the Siga seems to be working. Dire half HP though, and they're just Strudel falling down to half. Hands comes out. I mean, Matt is cleaning house right now as well. I mean, hey, it's working versus a team like this. Mardox unfortunately cannot be the only one to go in, and it's a little bit hard to do that with Annex if you just need to swing on the tank. So, minute and 50 left on the clock here. Ult's coming online. Oh, we saw Mardox swap off Diva and back to Diva, so now we are losing Dom.
Yeah, Dire actually putting on a clinic here on the Sigma, rocking Mardox every single time they're trying to go in, constantly getting these picks, even though the Flux went a little bit wide there. Didn't even get the kill on the Diva, but still, Dire having so much impact on the Sigma here, as we do see Annex pressuring this high ground, so finally some space here, and a good first pick here for the play.
Oh yeah, both supporters coming out from both teams, and as well as the core. Both OCs coming out. The core from Space Maker is gone as well. No more ultimates on the board. Everything's out. But Met kills Strudel headshot, closing that OC. Pokemon Guy is going to be able to get the pick onto Tsunemi, as North is going to be able to get a boop kill on Met though. And Pokemon Guy just fall by Mardox. Wait, baby Mardox. Oh my god. It was so close of a fight, but it looks like the Plague are going to be able to keep this map going. Oh, we're seeing Space Maker coming back. But Mardox is going to be able to get the remake, and Strudel comes back on Summer. And now we're going to second point here.
Yeah, crucially, we saw there that the Plague actually split up, sent some of their members down main, and allowed Mardox and Nort to be able to actually get in with some pressure onto Met on the back line. I think exactly what they needed to win that fight, get the first point cap here. Now, going into second, a lot of ults used there for the Storm, trying to hold that. Annex still holding on to the Sundering Blade. We'll see if he tries to pop it early, might try to hold it around one of the corner and walk out. We see the Vendetta's players do a lot. But instead, just going to back up for now. Try to hold this position.
Oh, yeah. Good slow here by Met, forcing Strudel down, half HP already. Card is still moving, Mardox half. Annex does get rocked. Unfortunately, the follow-up is not there. And I mean, hey, Cardis, Nort frontlining is going to go down to 1 HP. Everybody's half, it looks like on the side. Annex opening with ult does get closed out, though. Good Torb and Torb shots and 6 shots is going to clean up. Dire 1 HP does going to get killed 3 hands by Strudel. But Mardox is going to get demeched as well. Does have the bottom to remech. A Torb underneath. Might need to carry Space Maker down there. Trying to get the pick on the Nort. Does get the kill on the Nort. Is a 4v4 or 4v3 right now. But the Plague still have a tank.
Yeah, and Dire is so to get back. Mardox trying to hold this space as much as it can. It is going to be Space Maker for now, trying to get this touch. Dire is finally back here, so it's actually a 5v4 in favor of the Storm right now. Looking like they're able to stabilize.
Yeah, looks like the Plague are backing up. Only ult on board right now is going to be Tsunemi's Kitsune and the Rally coming out versus the all 5 ultimates coming online very shortly here for the Storm. It's going to be a rough minute and 40 seconds here, unless we're going to be able to see a good Kitsune being able to close out one of these DPS ults very quickly. As we see, Kitsune comes out first, and Nort's Rally does get flexed, falling down to 1 HP. Mardox is going to get the DMAC though. Pokemon Guy kills Nort, Met kills Mardox. Strudel investing the OC after being able to kill Met with the overclock. As now the brawl on the Sig is coming out. The whole map flip here by Strudel and Tsunemi, they full map flips. Strudel going in, sliding in, trying to get a touch, trying to make sure they don't fully stagger. As the core invest, I mean, that was a 5 ults for 4 ults, so nothing left on the board anymore.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a really good fight. I was about to praise the Storm a lot, but then the Kitsune Rush and the Molten Core near the end, I don't think they needed either of them, to be honest. If the fight looked already won, they had the man advantage, they had all the space, all the positioning. And I think they'd want those back, as now they don't have any else to work with. Neither do the Plague, but nice there, shuts down Marks, engage, and a first pick from Pokemon Guy.
Holy rock, Mardox falling down to 1 HP, allowing Pokemon Guy and Space Maker to be able to kill Strudel and Nort. What a rock, that was magnificent. Net cleaning up, killing Tsunemi after that, and Mardox just has to reset. 30 seconds left on the clock. Strudel going to the Pharah. We need to get a point touch here, as I think Mardox is just going to barely get there in time.
Strudel actually swapping over to the Pharah here, and trying to just look for some long-range poke, maybe going to do a little bit more than they were on that Sojourn. I don't know, last fight, it has going to be Annex though. Going to have to be the one to touch. Actually, I think Mardox will be able to do it now.
Alright, Mardox does get the touch coming out. Turret is broken by Space Maker. 6-man down. Care that. Mardox falling down to half HP. Ready. Does get rocked again. Every single time Mardox goes in, Dire hits a big rock on it. Dire shield is broken completely now. Was one. Strudel getting flux. Need a point touch. Strudel falling down to half HP. Trying to live Dire half as well. I mean, the fight is getting scrappy. Met is falling down next with Annex and Torb fighting in the back line. Annex and Space Maker. Mommy issues doesn't get the res on the Pokemon Guy. Annex is going to be able to get the kill onto Torb. As the brawl on point, Dire split by himself. It's just supports now coming out, and they were going to 3rd point.
Yeah, I think Strudel picking that Pharah ended up doing, I think, a little bit more than you might have expected, even though they didn't have a lot of damage, just causing a lot of distraction, forcing a lot of people to look at him, allowing Mardox to have a lot of impact there. They do get the cap through, minute 20 for the 3rd point. Annex already having his Vendetta ultimate now, and Tsunemi coming up on this Kitsune Rush as well, looking to walk through main.
Oh yeah, I mean, ults are in favor of the side of the Plague. Big Maywall coming out. The kit running down, trying to run down Dire. I mean, with Annex having the sword and Strudel with the left click, I mean, it's just so hard to live that as a Sig through hands and not being able to. There's just too much damage that can go through it.
Yeah, Met trying to go with this overclock, last-ditch effort. Someone needs to touch. Met gonna slide on the point, but is not able to live. Pokemon Guy also there as well. But that's gonna be it for touches. 35-second time bank here for the play.
I mean, yeah, as we saw for the first 2 points, though, it looked like the Plague here always capped at just like the bare minimum amount of time left, right? Like first point, it came down to the wire, like 0 seconds left or something like that. Same with second point. But no, once they figured out they got into the May, they sold the Vendetta, right? They just brawled the Sig down, and I mean, they were able to close out with time still. So if this does go the distance into overtime now, we do have a still chance to win. We're not playing to draw here if you're a Plague fan.
Yeah, but if you're the Storm there, I think you wanted to full hold them, as well as the point A and the point B defense went for the Storm, just not able to close it out there on the 3rd point. the Plague, they do cap with time. We do see Dire swapping off that Sigma, at least for now, hovering the Diva. It'd be an interesting change-up, as I think the Sigma was working so well for them, but maybe this dive look just play it a little bit faster, trying to get a better
I
time
think it
bank,
does
guess.
make sense though, now that we're on attack. So the Sig being so immobile is going to be hard to take first here. So I think that's probably why they're going to go to the Diva, but still playing with the mommy issues. Met probably DPS. The Mercy So's is probably going to be your win con here. Trying to prevent Annex from getting onto that is going to be how you got to win here.
Yeah. We do see the same comp coming out here. Nort on this Brig still looked a little bit rough into the Sigma. Obviously not a super favorable matchup, but now playing into the Diva, I think favors Nort a lot more on this Brig look. We do see Mardox trying to take a little bit of poke here, but is going to be able to back up. We do see kind of a split here for the Storm. Spacemaker going to go alone on the coast side.
Oh yeah, they're probably just looking to pepper out Mardox, being able to get a nice beam after that. Dire Mardox fighting on the left point, as we're seeing Tsunemi falling down to 1 HP due to Spacemaker on the side. Yeetmeister being able to get a lot of damage, and Annex going over to Mark, trying to go brawl the Echo, as Dire's in deep. And Sturtle's falling down to 1 HP. This is brawly, but Met is going to be the first one to fall. They are going to trade it for North though, and Dire's going to be able to kill onto Tsunemi. No more supports here from the side of the Plague. Annex being able to get the kill on the Pokemon guy, but Mommy Issue's going to be able to res Met. This is just going to be Mardox on point by himself with Annex. 2v3 as Annex is not able to brawl anybody as melee hero on a long angle, so.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened to Tsunemi that fight. They somehow got really split and ended up falling off the map due to Dire's boot, but the respawns are actually here pretty fast, and they already got a pick on the mommy issue, so still looking to hold point A here.
Oh yeah, I mean, only 2 ticks are out. Nort obviously gonna fall. Spacemaker 1, Pokemon guy 1, Met 1. I mean, it was just wrong. I think the first hole did all come crumbling down his side. I think Tsunemi was split by himself fighting the Echo on the coast side, which just forced the TP Suzu in 1 HP. But hey, second point is a new objective, right? New ways to play the game. 5 minutes on the clock. We'll see how the Plague are gonna hold us here.
Yeah, looks like they're all just going to stay on high ground for now. Annex choosing not to play split at all, playing with the core. Interesting decision, as normally on the Vendetta, you like to engage from the side, maybe catch some of the opponents off guard, maybe hold some of these off angles away that maybe the Sojourn or the Echo would like to hold, but instead they're just going to play down main, clumped up as 5s here. Maybe allow Mardox to have a little bit more defense matrix value, but we see the payload coming up here and looking to start engage here.
Mardox being the one to engage, we're seeing Duke from Spacemaker onto it, and unfortunately Annex is just going to be split. Mercy is going to be able to get the res off of that. With the Valk, probably an increased movement speed. Mardox been bombing in their spawn. Getting matched by the Echo. The Echo, okay, three Diva bombs, guys. Figure out where they all are. I cannot. So, 3 bombs, no kills. Booney going in. Not Booney. Mardox going in is going to be able to stable here. But I mean, you lost 3 ults here for the side of the Storm in a trade versus just the 1 ult here from Mardox. So I mean, really good for holding here. As now you're on the corner as well.
Yeah, Spacemaker with the dupe on the Diva. I thought he was going to play a little bit more aggressively than he was able to, but it's actually a flank overclock from Met here. Early starting this engage. Kitsune rushes out, and Nort's already down.
Nort cuts. Pokemon guy cuts. Strudel gets 1, gets 2, looking for a 3rd. Looking for blood. Mardox 1, Strudel 1. Looking just to stable out here. Mercy's going to be able to get the res. Oh, no. The cart pushed Mercy away. Mommy Issues did fall slightly away from the res, I think, there. As Mardox going half HP, looking at Strudel, but the clean rail on Met as he has to slide up. Annex trying to live, being able to go Strudel. Mardox being able to get the stable top. And yeah, I mean, 3 minutes on the clock. The first 2 minutes didn't look too bad here. Mardox still 1 coming down. Oh, the stable Spacemaker on the tour. Mardox does not have any more DM, forcing the Nort rally to be able to stable. It does look like it's going to be effective, but for the cost of Spacemaker being split, the TP Suzu is going to be perfect. Nort's going to clean up on Pokemon guy, but while this is all happening, Dire is going to kill Strudel. It is a 4v3 right here for the side of the Plague still. So, pretty good, and Dire's still in by himself. Dire's going to go down to 1 HP, going to be staggered. 99 to bomb! 99 to bomb! Oh my god, this seems like it's a... what was it? It was like finals for WCS? I think it was somebody was 99 to bomb. I'm pretty sure Hawk was 99 to bomb on Gibraltar. This is
yeah,
the exact
maybe.
same moment. This is the exact same moment here, folks.
A really unfortunate play there for Pokemon Guy, trying to TP Suzu, keep Spacemaker alive, but it ended up just costing his life instead. Strudel cut again. First pick again here onto the Sojourn Zone. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's the opening fight here. You gotta see Dire and Mommy Issues are the only two ultimate coming up close, and they're gonna be able to hold this here if they get a nice OC. But Pokemon Guy goes down to Nort, and Dire's gonna kill Annex after that. Dire's 1 HP. The 99 to bomb is no longer the issue. Ooh, Nort with the shield. Marnock's being able to get out. So okay. Oh man, I think that was the fight the Storm needed to win there.
Yeah, I don't know. Nort was somehow in the backline, and they didn't know the first pick coming from the Brig of all characters in their backline. They needed to punish that. I don't think Dire knew he was there, or he would have maybe been able to engage with the boosters. Instead, Dire goes down using that bomb, not even able to get a kill or save his life. Met still going with his overclock in main with the Mercy Pocket.
Oh yeah, I mean, Tsunemi's gonna be the first one to get picked here from the OC, forcing the visor to act like a little zoning open, and he's going to get Yeetmeister. Okay, the kit might be invested here. Marnock's 1 HP is slightly inting here. Not slightly here, actually, unfortunately. It does have to force the bomb coming out. 50 seconds on the clock. This allows Dire to go in quickly here. Kitsune comes out on low ground. Unfortunately, nobody's able to get value out of it. Dire 1 HP. Guys, get D-backed. Okay, folks, 45 seconds. They still have the Kitsune up. No more ults. Only going to be the rally and OC from Strudel, but Strudel's dead. Pokemon Guy is going to be able to clean up him. Matt is able to get Strudel. Kirko diffs, Sojourn diff. That's what I've seen so far. Spacemaker killing Nord after that. And it's just going to be Annex Marnox. Okay, if they were able to save it, that's actually a really good kill here from Pokemon Guy onto Tsunemi. That could have been lights out here for the side of the Storm, but getting that kill on Kirko as Pokemon Guy was really, really huge there.
Yeah, really well played from both of the supports of the Storm. Their ults had a lot of impact, and Pokemon Guy obviously getting that first pick is what the Storm needed to win that fight. Now moving into third point, maybe a little bit more brawly. Spacemaker on this venture now, looking to get a little bit more value on third point here, as we see a lot of ults here actually for the Plague. We see this overclock, we see this rally from Nort. He's been so effective with this rally in the previous fights this map. The shooter will go with this overclock first.
OC comes out, minute 20 left on the clock. Marnox is going to get the first kill here on the Yeetmeister. This is going to be allowing the team of the Plague to walk forward and hold this space here. And we'll have to see which ultimate the Storm want to walk out here with the 3, and if they wait a little bit, the 4th and 5th here, versus just the support ults and bomb coming out from the side of the Plague.
Yeah, we see here Dire with this bomb. We've seen when he's had bomb, he's choosing to play super aggressive, usually to the point where he ends up costing his own life for it. But we see Met going with this overclock, forcing this rally out from Northern Logic, just trying to survive and kite this for now.
Marnox unfortunately falling, losing the mech here. I mean, it's not what you're looking for when you use both DPS ults, especially Final Fight coming out. We're seeing the ult from Tsunemi coming out. Bomb from Dire as just a remech here, and nobody dies from it. Marnox 99 to mech, does get mech. Nort gets the kill on Mommy Issues with the perk, but Dire's going to be able to trade on NX. Strudel 1 HP. Big Suzu coming out here from Tsunemi is going to be able to stable their team. Marnox is cleaning up in the room, and it's just going to be Dire by himself for 15 seconds here. Met comes back, Marnox chases that. Marnox is be able to get the kill. It's just Dire by himself, going to be looking for touch here at 1 HP. And that's going to be looking... Oh, the D-Mech. Unfortunate.
Mommy Issues?
Visor coming out, Mommy Issues cut. Dire by himself, Marnox gets the kill, and that's going to be map 3. Nembani going for the side of the Prague Plague. That team. It says Storm wins, but they're not able to change the usernames anymore because they switched sides, folks. It was the Plague winning that map, so.
Yeah, and it really was well played by the Plague. It looked kind of rough at the start there, going into the Sigma. Marnox getting rocked so many times, but they were able to recover, adapt, and come away with the map win.
Oh yeah, especially with, I mean, I'm not lying, both teams' sinks look pretty good. TC killing Strudel out second fight on second, and Nord on the bridge just being able to mess up, hit a good whip shot at the end of the last fight, killing Mommy Issues right away when they had Valk. I mean, both of those were fight ending wins, right? Like it just closed out the fight, closing the point. But anyways, before we get into map 4, we are gonna go to a short break here, folks, and we'll see you shortly. So stay tuned here. It's a banger of a game.
are the purest.
These beats are the purest. Prove it, prove it. These beats are the purest. Prove it, prove it.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Aurora Overwatch Clash Season 9 playoffs here with the Plague versus the Storm. We just saw the Plague have a very good hold on the final point of Namani here, making the score 2-1. Bans coming out here onto New Junk City. The map of choice is Zarya and Vendetta. Vendetta by the side of the Storm, Zarya by the side of the Plague. As we're seeing Spacemaker go to tank here, Nort going to tank. It's going to be a battle of the backlines with Dire going to DPS and Mardox going to support. We'll be able to see which tank player is better at their off role. Is it the champion support player, or is it I don't know what Dire's DPS is, but we'll see which one is better.
I think he's like mid masters. I might be wrong about that, but I think he's at least mid masters. And we've seen him play a few things throughout the season. The Sojourn, the May here could be really strong as well. But we do actually see Sanemi coming out on this Bastion could cause a lot of problems with this May Bastion comp playing super aggressive in the front line. We'll see how Spacemaker responds to this pressure. So we actually see Moiras from both sides. I'm actually kind of shocked about this.
Yeah, but especially with the Moira buff where it's a 7% is a lot. That is a lot. And we're both seeing Moira Kiri actually, both with speeding out of the spawn. Moira, Kiri, Ram are complete copycats here. The differences are the DPS lines with Met and Dire being more brawly. I'm wrong. I look at the side of the Plague. They're more brawly. We're going to be looking for the burst here from Dire and Met to be able to clean up versus the May Bash and Ram here. We'll see as circle theory goes for the first point.
Yeah, just kind of see both teams ring around the rosy here. Who wants to engage who? You have to be very careful. Strudel missing a little bit on that wall, not able to find anything. Also, Suzu forced out early here from Mardox. Could be an opening here for the Storm, but instead, they're just going to play slow.
Nort used forms on Sanemi used form. This is the time to go if you're the side of the Storm, as they're going to be start taking advantage. Strudel flying down 1 HP, no wall either. They're going to be able to take all the space. Now we just need somebody to be able to go on a point. Spacemaker falling on 1 HP, but Met is going to be looking at getting the pick on Nort. Just need to stable now and take a point. And you're looking in good. But I mean, Sanemi's able to kill Dire on his way up, but Met is going to clean up with a second kill here on the Strudel. As Mistletoe gets a skill orb onto Mommy Issues.
Yeah, they're still trying to re-engage here. Both supports and the Bash and just pocket this form. Maybe allow them to continue this fight here. We do see Spacemaker kind of, yeah, they're kind of playing this a little bit safe here. Now re-engaging, but the form is out here for Sanemi.
Good shield here from Spacemaker, Makeup using that. Met abusing that kill to kill Mistletoe, but we're seeing the point flip. Spacemaker down, Dire down, Met down. I mean, it was a 3v3 and you down your tank, but you still win that just because you have a Bastion and both supports. You're able to swing that corner here. As we're seeing Sanemi start emoting on the point here. With the first ultimate as well. I mean, I guess the other one is Met and Dire now. And Hyper coming up to ult. But we'll see how the Storm are going to take this back.
Yeah, definitely worthwhile for Mardox to use the Kensuni Rush there. Get that flip. They already eclipsed the Storm's percentage on this point here. As you see the Bastion ult now from Sanemi. Not able to find anything. Also the slow here. Nice from Spacemaker just to deny this aggression out. The wall also not finding anything for Strudel. So now the re-engage here with holes from both sides.
Oh yeah, Met's gonna fall down to Sanemi first, which is gonna be big. Spacemaker falling on to half HP. Forcing their Mantra ults. Strudel's gonna play smart and get the freeze out. I mean, that's just textbook how you play the game, right? You're on defense, you match the support ult, and then you just you punish. And that's gonna be the first point here going for the side of the Plague.
Yeah, and we see Met swapping over to this Bastion. You know, they thought that even though this Bastion got nerfed in the most recent patch, team's still thinking that it is a worthwhile pick in these brawl comps. Just so hard for these tanks to deal with, especially on Ramatra, right? A tank that you want to be aggressive, you want to punch, but if you're not careful, these Bastions will burn you down and take you out quicker than you're used to. So, it can punish especially really hard.
Oh yeah. I think the hardest thing we're actually looking at here is probably Dire on Genji. It's probably the roughest thing in either comp. Nort walking in with ult, trying to kill, is going to be able to clean up on the Met. Mistletoe's going to get the final blow though, so I guess it's Mistletoe's kills, not Nort's, so sorry Nort. But Spacemaker falling to the half. I mean, it just looks so hard to play Genji into this comp. May Bash and Ram, Moira. Oh, it's just wrong. I'm wrong, guys. I guess Dire is just good. He got Mistletoe, so Bash and Fall coming out from Sanemi, you're going to be able to prevent the point coming out. But, you know, the Plague are going to be able to get to the cap on point first.
Yeah, Met also coming back now, so it's a man advantage here for the Storm, as they do get the first pick on the Mardox and the rest of the kills sure to follow. So they do give up about 30% here, but They're going to get the quick cap through, and they have ults to work with as well. Mardox using that Kitsune Rush in the lost fight, so another advantage here now for the Storm as they're coming up to 5 ultimates.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Monarchs is gonna build ult in about 2 seconds anyway, so it's fine. I mean, we're already at 10, so round up we have ult, right? But yeah, I mean, coming into the 5 ultimates for the side of the Storm, it's gonna be very hard to see the Plague break through this. So, but I mean, they have a Blizzard coming up. They have a Bastion ult now. Blade from Dire coming out. Coalescence coming out from Hyper. Just don't invest anymore, please, and we'll be chilling out. The Blizz coming out fast by Strudel. Nobody gets frozen. I think my camera's a little stuck. But Norda's gonna be able to kill Dire because Dire's split. Mommy is just falling down next. 3v4 here. You're down Mardox though. Next to fall is gonna be Tsunemi. With Yeet trying to live his best here. 1 HP, dropping the point with his ult. Doing his best, but then we're gonna see Met falling down after that. The Coalescence coming out from the side of the Plague, trying to win this fight here. 80%. Oh, good wall to prevent the touch here. Is now the point's gonna flip for the side of the Plague, and Spacemaker's split by himself. We're investing the Ram ult as well just to confirm the kill onto Spacemaker. And a good body block here, folks. I mean, it was an investment of all 5 ults though. I mean, I guess Mardox didn't have his ult. He's close though. But we still have the kit here, and Met coming up with a Bastion ult. How they're gonna be able to retake this versus there's gonna be no like ult to contest it, so.
Yeah, roundup basically Mardox has ult, right? But interesting actually here for Tsunemi, they took the Lindholm Explosives perk. I actually don't really like this one. The healing perk just provides so much survivability, and especially into like these tanks like Ramatra, just the normal Bastion form is so pressuring, as we do see Tsunemi falling first, but Spacemaker, he had the touch, goes down, Nork gets 2.
Next touch is going to be Matt, but Nort's going to clean up on 2. Strudel's going to get the 3rd, and that's going to be clean up. Mistletoe getting the 4th, and who's going to get the 5th? Who's going to add it to their kill for the league? It's going to be Mardox. W Mardox.
Wow, it's actually unbelievable. 2-0 here for the Plague. It's already last match point here, actually, and series point for the Plague. Storm, if they want to continue their season here, they're going to have to reverse sweep on Flashpoint, and it's a long road to do it. Dire going to swap off that Genji. Just didn't really get the value that he wanted. So hard to engage into this comp. Going to swap and mirror this Mei instead. As you see them kind of go this high route, probably going to engage here first with the mommy issues, Kitsune Rush, but Mardox already has zone to match.
Oh yeah, we're probably just looking to see Mommy Issues has to engage with the kit. Blizz comes out from Strudel, gonna get the Ram frozen. Oh, the kit comes out from Mommy Issues before Spacemaker's dead. Oh, it's not enough though, it needs to come out a little bit sooner. Strudel's gonna be able to clean up. Tsunemi getting the kill on Dire, Strudel getting a 2nd. Strudel getting a 3rd even. Can we look for 4? Oh no, Hype is already up. W Strudel. Got his 3K.
Yeah, really well played there by the Plague, just able to live through that Cole engage. The Blizzard from Strudel so well to deny that space, but he dies to Dire! The May diff, the opening that the Storm exactly needed here.
Oh yeah, coming out. I mean, you're down Strudel. You're forcing the Tsunemi ult now to make sure to slow your engage at all. Met falling down to 1 HP. Kit coming out from Mommy Issues. Met falling down next. Nork getting the kill. Strudel ulting. Not Strudel ulting. Spacemaker ulting. Mistletoe using the call is going to clean up, and Yeetmeister is going to fall down. I mean, we're at 80%.
It's 80%. They need touches. I mean, Hyper's here. Met is here.
Hyper's on the angle.
They might have somebody to touch here. I think Met is going to be able to do it to remain. Getting poked up by Mardox. Mardox scouts it out. Met does get the touch. Spacemaker back on the Doomfist, but Met goes down.
And that's going to be a cleanup. And that's going to be a 3-1 victory here for the side of the Plague. 3-0 if you consider Mardox being available, but I mean, hey, you still got your 1 here if you're the Storm, and that is going to be the 2nd team here knocked out of the play-ins before we go to top 8 playoffs.
Yeah, unfortunately there for the Storm. You do get your 1, but really you think about how, like, wasn't even real with Mardox not there. Instead, you think about how, like, New Bonnie, super winnable map, and of course the last map on New Junk City, just getting away from them, ended up being a 3-0 in the end. But congratulations to the Plague. I think they actually showed out really well this game, showed a lot of adaptability, playing a lot of different comps, showing that they are flexible and they're ready to bring it, and looking really strong here going into the 2nd round of playoffs.
Oh yeah, but now it's the time of the night. We get to choose who's going to get MVP for the side of the Plague. Something we need to think about. I see two options here, okay?
Hmm.
Option A is the obvious answer. Option B is the not so obvious answer, but I still think they'd probably deserve it.
This not so obvious answer. I don't know if we'll end up agreeing on it. Who do you have for this not so obvious?
I have in my head right now is Nort, personally, but
Nort. Okay. I was actually gonna say Annex, personally, but
Annex or
I
Nort?
think
I
Nort.
mean,
I think Nort's a good shot. I think Nort actually played really well today, in general. So I think
alrighty,
he
so
showed a lot of flexibility on that Brig map. Map 3 was really strong. Obviously, the tank on that last map looked phenomenal.
so yeah, we're gonna wait for the people behind the curtains to see if they can bring Nort into the VC. If Nort is still in the chat, but hello, Nort. Congratulations on getting MVP here for your first game of playoffs. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, you know? I mean, first map was pretty rough, but, I mean, we took it back. Mardox was in the middle of a face-up match, but the moment that IGL was back, you know, we kind of brought back the team synergy. But yeah, feeling pretty good.
I mean, hey, we saw you on the support, we saw you on the tank. One thing I saw in Nambani, though, that last fight of your guys' defense, you were able to get I think it was 2 kills there with your whip shot perk. I think one was on Mommy Issues. I forgot the other, dude. That was very crucial because I think Mommy Issues had her ult though. But I mean, have you been enjoying Brig in this like current meta so far, or playing it in coordinated? Because I know it's been a little rough for Brig, but like, how do you feel at least?
Well, the thing about Brig, a lot of the time, I haven't been playing Brig a whole lot, but the main reason for that is Vendetta, and since they weren't playing Vendetta, I don't remember if she was banned or not, I had free reign to play her on that, and, I mean, I'm not the most practiced, but I feel like I've got good, or decent fundamentals on her. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. It's just, against Vendetta, it's really hard to play it, but since Vendetta was not there, hey, free reign to play the Brig.
Yeah, and I thought you actually showed a lot of flexibility. Your whole team really did. Talk to me a little bit about that flexibility, right? Your team playing all sorts of different compositions. We saw the Diva, we saw the Orisa, we saw the Ramatra, right? Do you guys scrim all these compositions, or is it just stuff that you're all super comfortable on playing, that you can really play whatever you want?
I mean, everyone on my team, I've always felt like we're one of the teams that, you know, you can't really ban out. We're all super flexible. Whenever we scrim, we do tend to like try this and try that and try this and try that. But I mean, I was talking with them yesterday in preparation for the match. Like, yeah, I mean, we're good at just playing out of pocket stuff. We're good at swapping, counter swapping, all that. A lot of the time, it's Mardox calling the swaps. Like, hey, here's the plan. If we run into this, we swap this. If we run into that, we swap this. But yeah, I mean, our team's always been pretty flexible. We've got our comfort picks, like myself on Juno, or like Mardox on the Diva. But yeah, we're always pretty flexible, just pulling out stuff.
Okay, that's good to hear. I mean, I got one more question for you at least. Coming into at least the match here, what, like, obviously Mardox is a little bit late, so what was your guys' like were you guys like, what was your game plan going into that if you were down Mardox? Like, was it just to play fast, play slow? I mean, I'm just curious what you guys had to do. I mean, you had to improvise on the moment, so
I don't think really had a game plan change per se. It's just it's kind of rough because Mardox 100% is our IGL, so it definitely is a bit rough. But since we scrim a lot and all that, we've kind of got our fundamental, like that Lijiang, despite the fact that we lost, I feel like was pretty close. At least in fight to fight, but I mean, it was just unfortunate that he had the face-it match going on. But yeah, there wasn't really like a hard preparation because it's hard to not prepare for that. But yeah, we kind of just went into it, tried our best, and it's just how it is.
All right. That's good to hear. And I got one more question for you. Of course, it is El Clasico. If you could give MVP to anyone else on your team, who would you do? Who would you give it to, and why? Of course, there probably is a name you're thinking of, but maybe aside from that name, who
Okay.
else?
Aside from that name, honestly, I. Ooh. I think it would be a tie between Tsunemi and Strudel. Tsunemi, very good. Tsunemi and Strudel, both very good calmers, and at least for me personally, I'm not the best calmer. I tend to just try and listen, but they both clutch up really good. Like on what's it called? Shimbali, they took a few off angles. They took certain fights that forced out cooldowns, which ended up winning us fights. It's huge. So I mean, one half the other. I don't think I could really choose between the two, but you know what? Dice roll under 10 is Strudel, above. Okay, it's 17. It's Nevi. But yeah,
Alright.
that would be my El Clasico answer.
Alrighty, well, I hope you spend the rest of your night with your with your team talking about how you played. But I mean, yeah, thank you for coming on, and folks here on the TV here. Well, this has been Aurora Overwatch Clash Season 9. With this being the second playoffs game, we do have 2 more games tomorrow. One at 8:45 p.m. CST, and the other, I believe, at 7. If I'm not wrong.
Yep.
And yeah, stay tuned. We're trying to get at least 1 or 2 of those prodded, so look for that tomorrow here, folks. Anyways, have a wonderful rest of your night, guys.